Yeah. Squatters, very interesting. Now ANC has made a U-turn about the things disbanding of KZN and Gauteng PEC. They made a complete 360. They could see that there's fire there. But although it's not going to help them, Let's continue engaging squatters. Here's my opinion, quick. ANC to make a U-turn from disbanding the PEC in KZN and in Gauteng, and now they want to change the leadership. It's like pouring salt on a wound. I don't know. They still continue to mess up. It doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, the leadership which will be coming in after replacing that leadership, they will actually be the ones who are exposed to a sort of hatred from the previous leadership. Abu Pegi Mtolo and Banyazal Sufi, they will be looking at those people as people who spied on them, who sold them out, and you are still continuing to cause division when you got 40% on the last elections. These people, I don't know who's advising them. I don't know. Content. I don't know, and I don't understand how the ANC, with all the years of experience, liberation movement, 113 years, and you still make horrible decisions that a normal and average person who's not a politician can see with, hey, you guys are causing chaos. And by the way, it doesn't make sense to me. How do you blame Gauteng and KZN leadership for your poor performance when you don't blame your own flaws of poor service delivery, corruption, and spending billions with the useless Zondo Commission and all of that, and the Pala and Marikana massacre, everything? Then you want to blame these two provinces. You want to victimize people. Pella, it's like you are putting everything on the shoulders of these two provinces. I mean, on the leaders that, it's their fault. Why didn't we perform? It's like being a parent and for you to misuse money, buying alcohol the whole night at a club, and you want to blame your kids for buying alcohol. For your own personal decision that you made, that you decided to buy alcohol and spend the whole month. The next morning you beat up your kids for that. That why did I spend all my money at the club? It's like that. Cyril, it's time that you take accountability. It's time that you wake up and open your ears and think like a politician. This thing of you thinking like a capitalist or unionist will never work for you. In fact, being a president, you need to think like a politician. You need to be a kind of Donald Trump. You need to be a kind of Vladimir Putin, a Russian president. I mean, those are the guys that when they are sitting there and talking, you can see that this person here is talking and he means business. So by making a U-turn and trying to replace the leadership and all of that, that's not a solution. I'm so happy because they are actually shooting themselves on the foot. That's a wrong political move which will cost them dearly, I promise you. It's so sad because as much as they are there, they've got all the resources, all the influence. Get the leadership in a boardroom. Go to KZN there, sit down with the leadership. Come to Gauteng here, give yourself some time and take a leave from your presidency, your position as a president. You can't be like, I'm a president of the country, I just call the shots. No, sit down with your subordinates. Sit down with those people. They are not kids, they are adults. Sit down with them, engage them, hear what they have to say. I have a doubt that they even have that time to sit down with the leadership of these two provinces and hear them out exactly what are the concerns, what are the issues, what really caused this poor performance. And by the way, not only KZN and Gauteng, also other provinces performed poorly to show that ANC is dying a natural death. Before we know that, it will be in the dustbin of history, this political party. I don't know how are these people, when they are sitting there in a gala dinner, having some fun, how do they advise one another? I mean, they do they commit flop after flop. Flop after flop. Even myself, I can be the ANC advice. I can advise them that, listen, don't go there. Now it's too hot. Come this way. No, make a U-turn here. You can't do this. I mean, the next moment, they will be blaming Msholos for losing votes. Yes, he crippled them. It's a fact that MKP did something which not any other political party could have done. They actually made history by taking ANC below 50 plus majority to humble them, to make them eat their humble pie, because ANC comrades were arrogant, and they still continue with their arrogance because in their minds, they think they're still in charge. They are no longer in charge. They've lost power. They've lost power. What I'm actually proud of about the ANC is that they didn't really wanted to cling into power, to rig the election to an extent that now it becomes something like Mozambique, what is happening currently in Mozambique about Frelimo and the other opposition parties. So it's that one, I give them a round of applause. But at the same time, they continue to commit mistakes, to make flops, to make horrible decisions, which will cost them politically so. It's so wrong. I don't know who's actually advising these guys, but for them to move like that, it's a very high risk. It's a very high risk. You can't change the leadership. What message are you sending? You're sending a message that this is their fault and you want them out. Because they are going to have bitter politicians there. If you're changing the leadership, where must they go? Because they are used to positions. You can't just keep them as white horses or send them to door-to-door campaigns and what. On the low positions, or maybe send them to the wards or somewhere, maybe ground forces there. No, it's like Mbuyiseni Ndlozi resigning from parliament and becoming just a normal membership, running around with EFF. That's not his position. That guy is very smart and he should be given a task. Or else, if you can't use them, just get rid of him. Because sooner the better, he will reach an expiry date for his political career. If he keeps on keeping quiet and continue with Julius Malema running around, I don't know, like an ice boy. That's why I actually emphasize all the time that I'm not politically affiliated with any political party. I'm not captured, and I can speak ill with about any political party. EFF, be it MKP, DA, ANC, Action SA, Patriotic Alliance, because I'm not captured. When they do right, we're going to give credits when it's due. But when they do wrong, we will constructively criticize them. My advice to Cyril Ramaphosa: don't you dare touch the leadership of Gauteng and KZN. You're going to cause more chaos. And by the way, your SG is keeping quiet. It's an ice boy. He's following you. When you go there, he's following you. When you give this instruction, he takes direct instruction. He doesn't question and everything. There's a problem with the leadership in the ANC. There's a leadership problem there, and I don't know people who are stalwarts, who calls them the caterpillars of ANC. I mean, they are quiet. That's the problem I have, that, they are becoming, I don't know, they are becoming just followers, people who just follow around. And they are hypocrites, by the way, because when tables turns, they will come and take interviews on public television and say, we saw that Cyril was not doing what he's supposed to do. He sold out and everything. But why don't you advise him now and call him into order now, when it's early, when you have time to do that? Or you're waiting for 2029 to campaign. Older people like Abu Babu Tabumbeki, going to Soweto to campaign because it's horrible. In the ANC, they can see that ANC is losing. They should not be campaigning. They should not be running around. They are too old. These young boys who are there in the ANC Youth League should be doing the job for them. They are not smart, by the way. What they are there for is that the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. That is what is happening between the ANC Youth League and the ANC itself. And you check also, the alliance parties are also disassociating themselves with the ANC. The ANC is in serious trouble, but they've got no one to blame. They must just take a blame. They must just face the consequences, because now they continue to make wrong decisions. Change the leadership of KZN and Gauteng. You will be in serious trouble. I'm telling you. I promise you that one. I will come back when they have done that, and I will assure you that there's going to be chaos. 2029, they will never see anything. So anything less than 30% will be good for ANC. Squatters, I'll wait for your comments. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my content. Click that notification bell, Mang Tropa. Then you're always up to date. Let's keep engaging. Sharp South Africa.